Welcome to the Extremely Late Show, and here is your host, Birdman.
Woo! Welcome everyone to the Extremely Late Show with, of course, your KKW champion Birdman. Now, before coming out here, I have been informed by Ricky Rant that basically everything I was planning for the show is not happening. I wanted like a cool setup. I got a Lego studio. I wanted a band to play me in. We don't have that. I had to do my own introduction. I had to even turn on the sign by myself. And, well, unfortunately, we don't even have a guest tonight. This is why we don't put Ricky Ryan in charge of these things. That would be a mistake we would not make in the future. So apparently, I'm supposed to interview myself tonight. I don't know how that's gonna work, but let's keep going with the show. Now, everything I planned for this show is not happening. It would be hard to do anything just for myself. Because, they usually have that little introduction thing where they kind of do a short little routine, make some jokes, talk about the news, what's happening in the world. I don't have any of that prepared. I don't have a guest then to interview. And I don't have any, cute little games like Ellen does or Jimmy Fallon does. I just got this chair. I don't have a mug. You gotta have a fucking mug to drink out of. Whatever. It's so fun being here, though. Talk shows was always one of those things I thought was so cool. And now I have my own. It was one of those things when we were talking about Krazy TV that I knew I wanted. And, Krazy TV, just in general, is one of those things that when I thought about it, I immediately wanted to do it. Talked about it with the Raven. He thought it was a good idea. We got the ball rolling, and now we are here. And it's been a little hard getting it started so far. Especially keeping up with Crazy Clowns, the gaming channel, and now making a new channel and making sure each channel has good enough content to post and amount of content, and it's just been pretty difficult, but we are managing so far, and hopefully we can keep this going and keep doing bigger projects. Speaking of projects, on the main channel Crazy Clowns, we just debuted 2 new things, one returning, one new. Let's get to the new thing first. A new show called Saber. Now, what does this have to do with your guest tonight, myself? Apparently, as this series is revealed, that it takes place on a different Earth, different universe. Well, basically, as we know, only Ice Knight is the last man standing. Now, we don't know who else is alive, and the first episode confirmed myself to be dead. Now, what will happen in this show? We do not know. But basically, it seems like Ice Knight is left to save the entire Earth. Now, why I'm mentioning this is because I think it was one of those things that people were worried about was when talking about Krazy TV was if we were going to implement new things coming to Krazy Clowns. We're not stopping anything with Krazy Clowns. That's the main channel. We're going to continue to build and grow that channel. So don't worry. Everything is going to go fine, including series getting new seasons. Birdman has been on a bit of a break to kind of introduce Iron Dome, and which is a direct spin-off of Birdman, and then another superhero show in a different universe as well of 69, the Raven show, the Raven of 69. Now, I'm so happy to have Aqua Boardman back. Am I supposed to be like asking myself these questions? Be like, Boardman, how do you feel about Aqua Boardman coming back? Oh, well, it's great. You know, it's been so long since doing these episodes. I've been so excited. You know, I'm just gonna talk regularly. I've been so excited. I love doing Aqua Boardman. It's one of those series that, like, I think Aqua Boardman and Scream are my favorite series for Crazy Clowns. It's just so fun to do. I love superheroes, and I love getting to, you know, because I always mention being a superhero in videos, and now I get to actually, you know, act more like one. And it's been so fun. And as we shown in episode 1, myself, Boardman, is not just satisfied with facing the Jester and Curtis. He's going to be trying to make his superhero show, Aqua Boardman, the biggest that we have to compete with Iron Doe and the Raven show. So, he took out myself. It's so weird. What am I supposed to do? Like, maybe it would be easier just to... It's so weird talking about third person. Am I supposed to be in the, like, try acting like I'm interviewing myself? Whatever. I guess I'll try third person for a little bit. I took out the Jester. Took out Curtis. And now it leaves basically for my show to go basically anywhere. You know, it's been always like a straightforward thing. I have to make sure the Jester does not take the Trident, does not become King of Atlantis. I have to take him on. In season 1, we introduced Ice Knight's magical sword, his Ice Saber, and he teamed with me in the new season, season 2 actually. The Raven got involved, Iron Doe debuted, and Maniac tried to get involved, but we kept saying fuck you to him. So it is cool to see that in season 3 we will be doing some newer things that won't just be us, you know, add person to Aqua Boardman, take on the Jester. Because, like, last season was basically, like, fourth season was kind of mainly just Boardman versus Jester. Then it was Birdman and the rest of Crazy Clowns versus the Jester and his evil group. And now it's gonna be, you know, who fucking knows? I can't reveal to you guys yet what is going on. But when it comes to the Crazy Clowns superhero shows, you know, Aqua Birdman and Iron Doe, we have some big things planned. Can't exactly say what, but it goes back into the whole thing where we ain't stopping the new content for all of you guys. As I will reveal here first, for the whole world, we are making basically we are connecting more, basically, Aqua Birdman and Iron Doe, and possibly new projects revolving on superheroes, and we'll be calling it the Super Clown Universe, the SKU, because it has to have a cute little name. And what basically we have planned, we could beat up the MCU, the DCEU. This could be the best superhero universe, cinematic universe ever created. We already have Aqua Birdman, the original, and then we have Iron Doe, and it's gonna be more similar to like an Arrowverse style fashion, where, you know, kind of like Arrow started the whole thing, and then everything's kind of being branched off from there. That's what's gonna be with my show, and I'm so excited to kind of work on these things and get them out for all of you. Because it's just one of those things, like, when we first started Crazy Clowns, we mainly did stunts, things like that, and I think since then, doing more comedy videos has made me like Crazy Clowns more, doing more skits, things like that. I always loved Crazy Clowns. But doing things, basically because I know I'm doing something I love to do. I love doing the stunts. It just feels like when I get to do more things like Scream, Aqua Boardman, the What If videos. Being more creative is so much fun. Like, I love the stunts because we also did, original stunts and things like that. But it feels like when you're doing things like this, you basically can do anything you want. Like creating a different universe with all of humanity is missing and Ice Knight's goal is to save the universe. It's things like that that is so fun to do. It's also why we love doing the movies, things like that. Let's go on to the next thing revolving around my guest tonight, myself. Earlier this year, myself and the Raven announced we are basically going to be making a children's book. And just a quick little update. Well, Birdman, what has been going on with that children's book? Well, Birdman, we have so much going on, with the movie and, Krazy TV. It's been like kind of shelved back a bit, but it will be happening. Can't give any details away yet, because there's nothing like really set in stone. We have so many like different ideas. The children's book though will happen. Guaranteeing you, we will make it. And of course, when that happens, we will be doing more of an announcement on the main channel and things like that. So just subscribe, join the circus, and you can keep up with all of that. It has been like an insane year for Crazy Clowns and myself. A few years ago, we never thought we would be here. And, there's been so much standing in Crazy Clown's way, to keep going and getting past all those things. And, just growing to, like, having over 600 videos, which we reached this year. Our birthday was earlier this year, the Crazy Clown's birthday. My birthday's every year, but you know what I mean. Our fourth movie, another new channel, having Crazy Clown Gaming also reach, milestones as well, creating the Twitch channel, things like that, and last year we created the Crazy Clown Fun Fact book, basically to see that Crazy Clowns is thriving, even though we aren't the most popular channel. Has been the greatest thing to see. And, there's been a lot of times where we didn't know if Crazy Clowns was going to keep going. There's been, like, times where we got down on ourselves, due to views, subscribers, and there's been things where it's, like, criticism, that has gotten us down, or, like, thinking if we should focus on real jobs, things like that. And, we have pushed the criticism down in a way we have, not caring about how much views we get and just having fun. And, balancing real jobs, YouTube, and all these things has just been a struggle, but we keep going. And there's other things we are doing outside of Crazy Clowns, like walking. If you guys couldn't tell by my wrestling match, I have been doing some wrestling outside of, Gone Viral. And that's been one of those things where it's been so fun. And speaking of Gone Viral and wrestling, I remember going into this, like, really wanting to impress all you guys with my wrestling ability. And it was so great. And, Leonidas complying and being like, oh yeah, we'll do all these things so your fans can, see what you can do. It was so great. And, as I said, Gone Viral's whole reception was so great. You guys were so positive. But yeah, it's been, things like that, like knowing that, like I can do things like wrestling, and keep going just with things outside of Crazy Clowns, like walking and things like that, and still grow Crazy Clowns to what it is insane. And there's been other setbacks that almost stopped that growth. All the times they've taken away subscribers, things like that, views, copyright strikes. When we got like a copyright strike for using a song I created, and we worked that all out eventually. But there's been so many roadblocks. New rules with YouTube, things like that, and basically to keep going despite all that is insane. And I've been so proud that you guys been keeping up with all this, no matter what happens, no matter if it's not the content you want, you guys want nut shots, you guys kept watching, and it's just been great. And creating this channel a few years ago, and getting a few of my friends, getting people like the Raven involved, a lot of those people have left the channel since then, and other people have joined the channel since then. Like after a few weeks we had Ice Night, after a little bit Maniac came, and then there was originals like Angelo and Baby Dino who left, and basically to still go no matter who comes in through the door and who leaves is great. And it's been just great that, basically, despite people thinking Crazy Clowns will end, because trust me, a lot of people thought Crazy Clowns would end, but by now, to keep going is insane. I really love being known as Birdman. It's been one of those things that's just been so great. And, it's things like you guys recognizing that my hat is the same hat I wear every video, and, my championship, like mini jokes. Like, the championship was only introduced as a joke. And to have it just be a thing now, where if you compare it against actual title reigns, it's one of the longest in history, is fantastic. And like this hat was just like a random hat that I put on and didn't really care about because we were doing stunts. So, and now it became like literally one of those things I care more about than most things. Just a hat. Well, having it go from a hat that I didn't care much about to just, oh, that's my signature hat. Can't lose that hat. Can't get that hat damaged. When literally it was meant to be, I don't give a shit about it getting damaged. It's just insane. I don't know what else to ask myself. I don't know, basically, where Crazy Clowns will go in the next, even like, few months, let alone years. But to have lasted as many years as we have, posted as many videos as we have, done the things we have done, is insane. And yeah, I think basically, even though I got to interview no one, at least you guys get to know that no matter what happens, no matter what I think of YouTube in the future, you guys can always rewatch this video where I get to interview myself and see that basically how much Crazy Clowns means to me and how much you guys' support means to me and everyone here. Hope you guys keep watching. Hopefully I have a guest next time. This has been Crazy Clowns. Subscribe to Krazy TV, the main channel of Crazy Clowns. I've been your KKW champion Birdman, and thank you for hopefully enjoying, the Extremely Late Show with me. Have a good night. Am I supposed to walk off? I'll walk off, okay.